Play the third game of the season here today. Took a little break. Now I'm back. Heartbreaking loss on the failed extra point attempt against the Packers. So a 1-point loss there. So we're 1-1. I made an offer to Ryan Khalil. Likes the contract length, but wants a little more money, so I'll renegotiate next week. I'm not really going to negotiate with LaShawn McCoy just because that asking price is pretty high for a guy who I haven't had to use this season. So, we'll see what happens there. I'm gonna turn the broadcast, the announcers back on for this game. Not like real loud though. I'll team settings maybe? Yeah. I'm just gonna put them up to like 50. See how that is. Yeah, that 250 yards or less can be tough. I have 3 passing touchdowns in both of the first 2 games this season. But we've been giving up a lot of yards. And they have Alvin Kamara, so that certainly doesn't help. Even though they are 0-2. I have Alvin Kamara and Cam Newton, and they're 0-2. They must have played a pretty tough schedule to start.
Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
So he's got 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Come on now.
Start with a little blitz package. They got Jordy Nelson. And I'm guessing that's Robbie Anderson.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Let's see what their offense looks like.
Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
John Sullivan, I know him. Andrew Whitworth, Jordy Nelson, Theo Riddick, Jeff Swain, Robbie Anderson. Yep. That's It's a pretty solid receiver core.
Be prepared for him to run by you. Here's 2nd and 7 now.
I'd put that on the same level as mine.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton.
Oh, jeez.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now some movement before the snap.
False start.
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Yep.
Offense.
So that'll back him
Cool.
up 5.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
180.
A shotgun snap for Newton. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he is tackled.
Come on, guys.
40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back big plays right there. And the Bills have another 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see the kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
A player that demands our attention, demands that we spotlight him, highlight him, whatever you want to call it, is Cameron Wake, the defensive end for the Miami Dolphins, because
Not the Miami Dolphins.
10.5 sacks. The 5th time in his career he's hit double digits. All this after 2 seasons ago, coming back from an Achilles tear. Cameron Wake knows how to get it done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Newton. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a better play.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Yep, that
A short gain there.
cover 2 man was perfect for the screen.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
The good thing is, still 1st quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the
A lot of that came in garbage time.
turn it into a win.
We never got the run game established, so
Carry of the game for Christian
and that certainly is not the way we want to get started on the ground in this game.
Normally that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Shut up!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Come on, somebody make a block. Olsen, what are you doing? You're just standing there. You're useless. You're worse than useless.
With a 3rd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
All right, now here we go.
On 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up the field goal. Let's go back and at least keep it like that. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice and ready to pick up the first down there. Help them relax a little bit.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't
jeez. Yeah, he broke on that.
Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
See, they got on defense.
Nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right?
They got Jason Pierre-Paul.
Pick up on first down. Defensively, here are the starters.
Carson Smith is pretty solid. Marshawn Lattimore, Vaccaro. Oh wow, they got Kenny McLeod. Ran track with him in high school.
Because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
Oh, hold on to the ball.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Damn it, Larry.
Puts this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Nice play.
Time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got better for tackles. Pretty good deal.
To throw is
Oh, man.
found his target. It's Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good
Maybe my defense. Maybe I've been overrating my defense. Might not be as good as I thought it was. First 3 games now.
The more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Good hit.
Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yep, that's a false start on Kamara.
One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Following the penalty, it's
Oh, jeez.
and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix-up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 10-3.
Oh, defense may bend a lot, but if nothing else, you can certainly call them opportunistic because we've forced a lot of turnovers in these first 3 games now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. No, because this is exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them.
Oh, man.
Nice 2nd down for them.
That one complete to Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position?
I haven't run much cover 4 this season. In fact, I don't know if I've really run any.
Buying time to his left. Muscles by at the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Caught us with a back turn.
Cam, there's times when I'm not analyzing up here, I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Is that Thomas breaking that up? Yeah, it was. And Earl. Earl's so good.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Newton.
Oh, come on.
He's already topped his receiving.
Come on, Levine.
A week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over the sidelines. This one continues downfield.
Nice. Who was that? Was that Corey Peters? Sure was. Nice play. Way to blow that up.
They saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. His throw incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other and saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Set. 180.
Out of the gun, Newton.
Nice.
Incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? You made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but it feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd down, Cousins. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Randle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Hamilton's first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's McCaffrey. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 24 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know
It's only half as many as he had the week before, though.
Because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 10-6 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's incomplete.
Man, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Cousins.
Nice catch, Fitzy.
What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 16 there to the lead to a new set of downs.
I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
Jeez, couldn't
Be all right.
Okay, good.
couldn't make the cut I was trying to make.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The Cowboys get it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and work him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run with Lynch. And halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
It's like when you want to try to maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try to move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I get to the right side.
I still haven't looked up what exactly the Vikings fight song is. I need to do that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Much better offensive performance so far today than last week against the
he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
last week against the Packers. Did they just say Jordy Nelson doesn't make catches? Because I'm positive he has at least one. Oh, jeez. Unless that's Nelson.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches.
Trying to see the name on the back there. I couldn't see it.
So from the 39
82.
now, they'll come
Oh,
up
82 is
and
Nelson.
10.
Okay, 87 had a catch. I assumed that was Nelson because that's a. At least that was his number with the Packers. I'm actually not sure what his number is with the. I think he had the same number with the Raiders.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Yep, so that was Nelson's first catch, and now Sue is hurt. That sucks. Oh wow, that was Sean Lee's first tackle of the game. I think he's been my leading tackler on the season. Diggs actually has a decent number of tackles too.
On second down, Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types
Oof,
of plays are the
that sucks.
backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Nice stop.
But then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Pretty good punt. Could have been worse for us, though, so I'll take it.
Getting set to go again. We get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
You know, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Cousins now on second down. He'll drop it
Oh, come on, McCaffrey. You got to make that cut.
right around the 11-yard line.
Trying to cut that upfield.
And it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. And a pass man, that's Edelman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 20 yards. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Let's see what Tariq can do.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Cousins now. And Olsen over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, McCaffrey. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down, here's Cousins. And they got the hookup. This is Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Back to the ground. This time Lynch. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
I'm definitely trying to slide. As long as he holds onto the ball, I guess.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Jahan, on Andy. Go ahead, go ahead. Under 10, under 10.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They will take this one into the end zone.
Basically same play. Flip the formation.
Great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, this is Kamara. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The shotgun snap for Newton. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. Nifty move. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Throwing his Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over. This is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33
him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Edelman again.
Whoa!
And the Bills have recovered. And he's going to be taken
Come on, Edelman.
flag on the field.
Holding. Defense.
That's us, so
Of course, they had the
That penalty is
option. They
declined.
choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let
I'm
them
glad I
stand.
didn't call any timeouts. Stop the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in week 3 of the new year. We'll start our tour with a trip to FedEx Field, where we find Green Bay on the road to take on Washington. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. The Packers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we head north to Philly. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Mohamed Sanu, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. In our game, there's a reason why he was so sought after in the offseason. It's Kirk Cousins with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. Derek Carr with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is McCaffrey on the give. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Cousins on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins. And it's knocked away. And
I think Olsen might have been open up the seam.
Antonio Gates that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Steamer!
Here's Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Ugh.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton to throw.
Oh, jeez.
Wide open, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 54 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. The big part about just watching him throw, it seems almost effortless.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
comes Minnesota. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might not do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you can hit the jackpot there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
Please, come on, tell me that's not a hold.
Buffalo territory.
Holding. Offense.
Oh, jeez.
Now that's one they hate.
Still first down.
Come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Yeah. Jeez. Now it's fully deflated now.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw it is Cousins. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure.
Oh, jeez. I should have just run it.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I should have just run.
It's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Ah.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, they have great runners. They tell their guys, relax, you don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can. But
Oh, come on.
The great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry.
Personal foul.
You don't have to be so
Face
precise.
mask.
Just go ahead and
Defense.
block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter
Automatic first down.
you get the face mask, any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara.
There you go.
Nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got
Oh, that actually works. That was,
It's a
yeah,
loss
lost
of
2 more.
Now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage. Obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Cool.
And now out comes Minnesota. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
Come on. Get through the hole.
Get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things.
That was weird. I'll take it, though.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That was pathetic.
They'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's not 3rd and very short in order to try to pick up the first down.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll try the air now with Newton. That's complete over the
Oh, come on. Knock the ball out.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. And who's been busy this afternoon? It's Kamara again. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Newton.
Oh, jeez.
And he gets this one inside.
That's what I get.
Just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Newton on 1st down. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he's able
Oh,
to
face
get
mask.
close to the 35.
Look at the block in the back.
Penalty marker
Return
down.
team.
Come on.
This one might be going the other way. So that will push him back.
And now we know why had no extra space to run. No legal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Denoris Cersei in on the stop.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
And speechless. And without speech. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Cousins. There's got Fitzgerald. 11 yards for number 11.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And caught left side. Olsen able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running the football. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. About 3 yards there to the 27. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He may try to run for this. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
Will be hit and taken down at the 21.
That sucks.
Preston Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they got 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Set. 180.
On first down, it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free.
Needed that.
Brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Set. 180.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, and third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Jahan. 180.
They'll run it now. Here they go. And they'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Jahan. 180. Go ahead.
Here we go. Motion.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey.
Oh, man.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Come on. Yes. Yes. Got it when it counted.
And now out come the Bills. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball in your territory.
Almost got him back there in the end zone.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's a set. 180.
Again, it's Camaro. They get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun on third down, Newton.
Good play.
Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm willing to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. From the 2 now, second and goal. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Well, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
That should about do this one in.
Run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Newton looking to throw on third and 1. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, yes. He dropped it.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Now he is going to be stopped cold
Oh, great.
behind the line of scrimmage. They'll halt play
Well, that's
here for an
fantastic.
injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. To throw, Cousins. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, you need to call." He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Out of the gun, Newton. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
You give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost themselves some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
Now Newton. That's to his running back. Complete.
Jeez.
Brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. They fake the give. Newton. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Newton throwing again. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Newton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Minnesota, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Alright, I'll go ahead and end this stream.